Love Ministries presents Buddhism and Christianity. How does Buddhist teaching compare to the Bible? Part 4, read by Pastor Tom. So, physical desires of themselves are neither good nor bad. It depends on how we seek to fulfill the desires. Buddhism teaches to eliminate all natural desires. The Bible, though, says that every natural desire has a good and proper way to be fulfilled. For example, in Hebrews 13:4, we find, "Let marriage be held in honor by all." The natural desire for sexual fulfillment may be satisfied by a proper means as ordained by God. Buddhism, on the other hand, teaches that to be saved, one must overcome this desire and learn to live without marriage. Yet the Bible warns that human desires can be perverted and lead to sin. Hebrews 13:4 says, "Fornicators and adulterers God will judge." An illustration, lead is an element of nature, and it has good purposes. But if it's put into a gun and shot at someone's head, then we have perverted the purpose and harm results. It's the same with the body's natural desires. The proper goal of man is not to eliminate all desires from his life, but to know God's will and control the desires accordingly. In particular, the desire to exist as an individual is not bad. It's an act of God's creation. God himself possesses distinct characteristics of personality. God loves, speaks, knows, wills, etc. Furthermore, man is an individual created in God's image. Genesis 1:26-28 say, "Humans, male and female, exist as individuals on the earth because God so created them. He told them to multiply, therefore making more individuals." Genesis 2:7 says, "God formed man and made him a living soul." Man's existence as a physical individual is not an illusion nor a misconception as a result of ignorance. In fact, man will always exist in a state of conscious existence as a separate individual. In the resurrection, we will have spirit bodies. 1 Corinthians 15. In eternity, we'll be conscious and distinct individuals. Luke 16:19-31. The claim that it's bad to desire to be an individual blasphemes the work of God. The way to overcome sufferings is not to strive to defeat it yourself, but to trust in God and serve Him. By serving God properly, we can endure suffering in this life. Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Psalm 34:19. God delivers the righteous out of troubles. This doesn't mean He promises to get rid of all our troubles, but He helps us to endure and to be faithful to Him in spite of the troubles. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. If we'll remain faithful to God, we receive an eternal reward in a place where there's no suffering of any kind. Romans 8:16 through 18 tells us, if we suffer with Christ, we receive a reward far greater than the suffering. See also James 1:12, 2 Corinthians 4:16, and Matthew 5:10. Buddhism does not have a solution to suffering. Only the Bible provides a true solution. 4. Achieving the goal of life. Buddhist teaching. Conservative Buddhists follow the Eightfold Path. This is a way of life consisting of 8 steps in which one disciplines himself till all earthly desires are eliminated. The idea is to avoid 2 extremities. Avoid indulging in luxury and pleasures, but also avoid self-torture or depriving oneself of necessities. The 8 steps are right views, aspirations, speech, conduct, mode of livelihood, effort, awareness, and concentration. Great self-control is needed to develop these to necessary perfection. Many lifetimes are required to realize perfection. One must pass through 4 stages in which 10 hindrances are overcome. Each stage may take many lives. Gautama took at least 550 lives to realize perfection. Later stages require one to be a monk, abandoning family and life. Buddhists who are not monks have not yet advanced to the later stages, but must do so in some future lifetime to obtain salvation. This process depends on human effort without divine aid. Remember, conservative Buddhism has nothing to do with God. This is the end of part 4. Please see part 5.